What's up, it's Austin. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build this brick house in Minecraft. This build is on the PCG Paradise realm, but I'm going to recreate it step by step in creative for you guys. This build was inspired by this image I found on Google search, but let's get into this tutorial. Here are all the different types of materials we're going to need for the build. If you want to pause right now just to get all of these ready in your inventory, you can go ahead right now. But let's move on over to the build, which right here I have the layout for you. So on this brick mansion, it's going to be raised 2 blocks off the ground, so this base layer won't even be seen behind these porches. So first thing I'm going to have you do is just build this whole thing up with brick to 2 blocks high, so just add 1 layer to it. So first thing I'm going to want to work on is the front porch here that leads to the front door of the mansion. So what you're going to want to do is these 2 inner brick blocks, build them up to 3 high, and then you're going to put 2 bricks in front and then 1. And after that, you're just going to put smooth stone slabs on top. And then from there, you're going to put some stone brick stairs to get up to the porch. And then you're going to fill in the floor with some andesite. So the next step is going to be raising up all the brick by 2 blocks around the porch. So you're going to raise the 2 block sections up to 4 blocks high and the 1 block sections to 3 blocks high. And on the 3 block high sections, you're going to want to put smooth stone slabs on top of them once you're complete. So now we're going to build up the front wall in these pillars. So with the pillars, they're at 4 blocks high right now. You're going to want to make them 9 high, so you're going to add 5 brick blocks to it. And then once you do that, you're going to throw a smooth stone slab on. So now that we've built the pillars up, what we're going to do is we're going to build up this section right here on the back to 8 blocks high, so it's going to be 1 block shorter than the pillars. We're just going to build up the perimeter though, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're just going to bring it over like this all the way to the other side. And then we're just going to bring up these outside smooth stone slabs up to equal the height of the pillars. And just build this across on the bottom. Now we're going to fill in the front wall, putting in the windows and the doorway, which the doorway is just going to be the exact center block of the path. So door's going to go right there. And then each side is going to be symmetrical, so the windows are going to be the same on each side. So first we're going to want to build 1 row up brick, and then we're going to use our jungle planks, and we're going to make 2 sets of 2 wide windows. So 1, 2, build up, 1, 2, build up, and then we just fill this in. And then what we're going to do is just put our glass panes in. That's not where we want it. And then we're going to throw buttons on the corners and in the middle pillar, just on the top. And then the same thing on the opposite side. Now we're going to add another layer of brick on each side. And then what we're going to want to do here next to the door is we're going to build this all the way up in jungle wood. I'm just going to want this to be an andesite block right there. Then we're going to throw a window. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a little trim and roof to the porch. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to use a stone brick slab, and we're going to put it one block down from the top, and we're just going to wrap it all the way around the porch, which this is eventually going to go around the whole building. But I'm just trying to finish off one section of the build so you get an idea of how to make the whole thing right from the start. So once you're done wrapping this around, what you're going to do is you're going to throw the smooth stone slab up half a block, and you're just going to fill in the entire roof of this. So right now what we're going to be doing is adding some details to the front porch. Right now you can see there's quite a bit of brick, so it's looking a little bland. So what I'm going to need you to do is grab your stone and glass panes right now, and we're going to come up to the front of the porch right here, like the bottom 2 levels, and we're going to be adding in some stone. And once you come in 3 blocks, you're going to head up 1 level and go over, and once you go over another 4, you're going to go back down and bring it all the way to the outside, and then put 3 glass panes in the middle. And just comparing the right and left sides now, you can see that the right side looks a lot better and a lot more interesting than the left side. So we're going to do that same exact thing over on the left now. And last thing we're going to do to the front porch for now before moving on to the other sides of the building is add in some jungle fence along the top edge. So now we're going to move on to the side with the chimney to build up the first story, which right here, this little fat section of blocks, this is going to be the chimney, and we're going to make it the same height as these blocks over here, which is 8 high. So we're going to build up the entire wall to 8 blocks high. So now that we built this part up to 8 blocks high, right here on the sides where these blocks are 3 high, these are going to go up to 9 blocks high. And so it started at 1, so you're going to add 8 blocks. And on top, you're going to put a smooth stone slab, and you're going to do the same thing over here. So add another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then right here, you're going to make this 3 high, just like the other section. And once you make these 3 high, you're going to add the smooth stone slabs on top. Also going to add some smooth stone slabs here. And then we're going to add the stone brick staircase. And then we're going to fill in the ground with andesite. So now our next step is just placing windows and doorways. So on this section, there's only going to be 1 window. That's a 2x3, and over here, there's going to be 1 doorway. So the window is going to go right next to these bricks right here, and it's going to be a 2x3 starting on the 3rd level. So what you're going to want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we build up. And it's only going to be 2 blocks tall, 2x3 windows. So then you got to just fill in the rest of this with brick. And then over here, we're going to be placing the doorway 3 blocks in, so right here, which means we're going to end up wanting this block to be andesite, and we're going to do the same design we did over for that doorway, so we just build up right next to where the door is going to be in jungle wood. And then we place 1 glass and an upside down brick stair, and we fill in the rest of this with brick. So now the next step is just going to be extending this around the entire thing and building the roof on the porch. So all we're going to do is be extending out these stone brick slabs. As I can see over here, I built this one up 1 block too high, but all we're going to do now is the smooth stone slab. Same process as the other. probably already guessed it, we're going to just be adding in some jungle fence gates right here. And the last thing we're gonna have to do is just the same thing we did on the front. And this time we're gonna be bringing it in 4 blocks. And then this time it's going to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to be a 2-wide window. Let's move on to the first story of the back half of the house. So what we're going to do first is we're going to build up the 2 rows on the outside of each side up to 8 blocks high. And then we're going to connect them at the top. And once we do that, we're going to make a 2x2 window on each side. And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And we're going to fill in brick above each side and then make 1 row next to it before making a 3x3 window. And now that we've done that, we're going to do the little decoration on the bottom where we are going to center out where the windows are underneath. And the next what we're going to have to do is just bring these stone brick slabs around the edge. Let's move over to the last side of the first story of the house, which this is going to be an exact replica of that side. Although you see how the path starts towards the back of the house on this one just started at the front side of the house. So you're just going to flip the window on the exact opposite side. So this window is going to be over there on the right side, and then the door is going to be over here on the left side. But it's going to be exactly the same, so I'm just going to skip to this being complete. So we're back at the front of the build now. And now we're going to work on the second story of the build. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to have the second level be 9 blocks high. And we're just going to be building that around the entire second story. 9 blocks up, but we're only going to be doing the perimeter of it. So we're just going to be building up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to connect it across the top. And we're going to build this up. And then we're going to build across the bottom. And we're going to do that on all 4 sides. We're also going to be building up the chimney more. So just build this up to equal the height of the second story for now. And then the last thing we have to do before actually placing the windows and the rest of it is just build up these corners to match the height. Now it's time for us to start putting in the windows on the second story and filling in the walls. So first thing we're going to do on the front is just add 1 more layer of brick on each side of it. And then once you do that, that's where you're going to start to make your windows, which you're going to put it right at the bottom here. You're going to do another 2x2 window at the bottom, but this time you're going to add a little something on top. So first, let's just get this base structure put in. And now that we've done this, we're going to put a little 1x2 window on top. So just like this, and then fill in brick on the top. And you're going to do a window just like this on the opposite side, but first let me just throw in the buttons. Now we're going to do this on the opposite side. And next up, we're just going to add 1 more row of brick right next to it, and then we're going to have a window in the middle starting up a bit higher. It's going to start at the peak of these ones, so we're just going to build this across and then build down 3 blocks and then bring it over. And then we do the same thing with the buttons on top, sides and middle. And then fill it in with glass. And then we just gotta fill in the rest with brick. And now last little part of detail for now is just gonna be adding smooth stone slabs at the very base of the jungle wood on all the windows. And now this right here is gonna be the same exact thing for the back wall, so I'm gonna skip to having that done. Now we're gonna move on to the chimney side of the build. And for these windows, we're gonna have one on each side, and they're gonna be big windows. Well, it's gonna be kind of like the 2x2 windows, except for that they're gonna be 4 high for the windows. So you're gonna have to build the wood up 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just bring it over to the other side. And then you just do the same thing like we've been doing, put the buttons on the top and the glass panes in the middle, and fill in the brick around the rest of it. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So now we're on the last side of the second story. So what we're going to want to do here is first, we're going to add an extra layer of brick on the base, because what we're going to be doing is just starting the windows up 1 layer higher. And they're going to be the same shape as those over there on each side with an extra one in the middle. It's just they're only going to be 5 blocks of jungle wood on the side instead of 6. So it's going to make the windows 3x2. So what you're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bring it over 1, 2, 3, bring it down, and then 1, 2, 3, bring it down. And then you just fill it in with the glass panes, and then you add the buttons, and then you add in the smooth stone slab at the base of it. And then once you do this, you're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Now that we've done this, we're going to just make one more window in the center. It's going to be the same height, but it's only going to be 1x3 instead of 2x3. And then your buttons are just only going to go on the edge. You're not going to have one in the middle. And then you just add in the smooth stone slabs on these two. And then we finish the second story and we can start to work on the roof. First thing I'm going to want to work on for the roof is just the trim around the edge of it. So on every corner, you're just going to have 3 upside down jungle wood stairs, and then you're gonna go 1, 2, jungle wood stair, 1, 2, 3, jungle wood stair, and then you're gonna keep up that pattern of doing 3 slabs in between each stair. It's only on the edges right over here where you count 2. So you go 1, 2, stair on the edges like that. So let me just do it over here for you again real quick. You go 1, 2, jungle wood stair, and then you do 1, 2, 3 for the rest of it. Anywhere that isn't next to the corner, you have 3 slabs in between. So I'm going to do a quick cut to that being done. So now that we've added that, all we're going to do is add some stone brick slabs on top of the whole thing. We're going to start building up the roof on the side of the chimney because it's a little bit more complex than the opposite side, but it's still really simple, so don't worry. First, what we're going to do is build up the chimney 3 blocks. And now that we've done that, we're going to use some brick stairs on both of the sides and then just build up the center 2 blocks up more. For now, we're just going to go up a handful of blocks. Doesn't matter how many you do, but here's the general look of it. And now we're actually going to start doing the roof, which is a really simple one. We're going to break that block there and that block, and then you're just going to use the same old pattern of upside down stair, right side up stair, and you keep it going. but the upside down stairs are going to be jungle wood, and then the stairs on top are going to be stone brick. And you're just going to do this until they meet at the peak, which at the peak is going to be just a stone brick slab. So right here in the middle, we're actually going to break this out, and it's just going to be the chimney shooting up through the top, and we're going to build it to be 3 blocks, 3 blocks higher. I built up one too many, 3 blocks above the roof. Now we're going to start filling in the roof. We're going to add some windows in here as well, but we're going to start off by using just some white concrete here, and you're going to be building up, and when you're building up, here, let me go to the front for you. What you're going to want to do is use the oak buttons that you've been using on the windows down here, and you're going to keep on putting them up like this, just 1 block below each stair. But when we get to the 4th one where you're supposed to have a wood button, we're going to switch up to the jungle wood plank. So right there, that's where the window is going to start. So let's place this here, and now we're going to break out these. Then we're going to put the smooth stone slabs on the bottom, just like we've been doing with all the other windows. You're going to put glass panes in here, which I don't have them on me right now, but you're going to put glass panes in there. And then you're just going to fill in the rest of this side with white concrete. And then throw the buttons on. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did on this side over here. We're going to go to the other side of this and build up the roof just like this, minus the chimney. And don't do the windows or the white concrete yet, but I'm going to skip to having the jungle wood stairs and the stone brick stairs done on this side. So we got the roof built up now, and the first thing I want to do is place 1 row of white concrete on the base. And then after doing this, we're going to want to go to the middle block in here, which is going to be 12 blocks in. So now that we place the block in the middle, what we're going to want to do is it's going to be the same shape as the 2x2 windows, except for it's going to have 3 glass panes tall. So you're going to build this to 5 high. And so once you do this, you're just going to put in the glass panes and then the buttons on the side in the middle of the top. And after you do this, you're just going to do the same thing of filling in the rest of this with white concrete, with the buttons being on the edge, so like right here underneath the stair. And you're just going to build this all the way up, and then you're done. I'm going to skip to having that done. So now we're going to be building the roof for the front, and the good news about this is the roof on this side and the back side are exactly the same, so I only have to show you how to do it once. And first thing I want you to do is just build these stone bricks up all the way on top of the white concrete. With the slab here, and you do the same thing over here. And then I'm going to want you to build up 2 rows of stone brick stairs in the front. So now that we're to this point, what you're going to want to do is go all the way over to the edge on the 3rd stair up, and you're going to use your smooth stone slabs and build 3 blocks high worth of smooth stone. And then you're going to go in 1 block and build 4 high in white concrete. And then you're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of jungle wood planks. Then you go back to 4 high with the white concrete, and then you got it 3 high in the smooth stone slabs. And then from there, we're going to put 3 rows of stone brick stairs. And then we're going to go right back to the smooth stone slabs in the same pattern as over there. 4 high, and then 7 jungle wood. And quickly, we're just going to make these windows 2x2, like you probably already guessed, because that's the theme of this build, is those 2x2 windows, or at least something similar to them. And you already know how these work. Now to finish off these things in the front, it's going to be really simple. Pretty much all you do is you build up with white concrete and you just go 1 block in each time on each side. So in 3 and then just 1. And then all you have to do here is place stone brick stairs up. And then that's going to be a slab on the top. And then we're going to bring them out 1 block in front. And once this is done, we're just going to be placing the buttons, like you guessed, right underneath the stairs. And then all we have to do is copy that over to this side. Also, I almost forgot, we got to add the smooth stone right here on the base. And then this is how it should look. So now this part of the build is really simple, where we just have to connect all of the roof together. So basically, you're just going to be bringing these blocks out, and then it matches up at this level. And then basically, you just keep on bringing it in 1 block at a time, and it all links up really nicely. But what you're going to see is there's going to be a little gap right here, and all you're going to do to fix that is use some smooth stone, or not smooth stone, stone brick slabs, and you just fill it in, and it all works out pretty nicely. And I think I messed up placing right there, but so this is all you do is you use some slabs to fill that in, and the rest you just bring in with stone brick. It's really easy, and I'll do a nice quick time lapse for you guys that you can slow down if you need any help with the rest of the roof. So now we have the roof all connected, and then with the chimney we're going to do a little bit of decorating on top. We're going to use some oak signs to just place around the entire chimney, and then after you do that, we're going to put 2 anvils on top like this, and now your chimney is complete. If you guys have watched this video all the way through and really enjoyed this tutorial, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button and subscribe for more tutorials like this. And also, if you want to know how to decorate the inside, let me know in the comment section down below, and I can show you what I end up doing with this in a future video. But for now, that's going to be it, and I'm going to sign off. Peace.